We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw right away is Howell. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Powell. And he finds McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect to it for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for James Conner. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James. his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Cardinals hit 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards. Off play action. It's Howell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll go play action. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next the score. Commanders 28, Cardinals 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Hopkins, the man in motion left. Murray with a 3rd and long. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Hal to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd and goal, Powell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cardinals make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Murray a give. This is Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Murray now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. In motion left is Hopkins. Murray to air it out again. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rolling to his left. That one caught by Gibson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. Howell. Buying time to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Second down and goal. Howell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Murray looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to connect with Dotson. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Faking the handoff, Howell. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off play action, it's Howell. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time. Another throw for Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the left side with Connor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send Brown in motion right. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now this time Murray to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. That was a lightning fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
They run it with Mason. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field, and they were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll go play action. Howell. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kevin King with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
He's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Second down throw for Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. First down, Howell to throw. Going right back to Dotson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's Howell with another throw. Throw here's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Howell will throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kevin King with a pick. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And the formula there on the 2-point trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Howell. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, Howell. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Murray again. It's complete to Brown, right side. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Murray now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal, Howell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Howell, 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 56, Cardinals 38.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
1st down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Off play action. It's Howell. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Washington, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And